Hey there, Patrick from Head First Printing here. In this video, I want to discuss dye sublimation on dark color shirts and different color shirts and what to expect. A couple years ago, I made this sample shirt that we included in our distributor sample pack, and I've been getting calls ever since. People asking me if we could dye sub on cotton, can we dye sub on all these different colors, and it's caused more problems than anything. So I want to clarify a lot of the questions in this video. So dye sublimation is a dye process. You can only dye the substrate darker. We can't take it lighter. We can discharge screen print something lighter, but that's not a digital process. So what I decided to start with for this video and this test here is this full color image here. So we started with this image, and this is it on a white shirt, so you can see what it's going to look like. It's bright, vibrant, lots of color. So we started with this, and we also started with a set of color blocks, so you could have a good comparison of everything. So this is how the color blocks and the image look on a white shirt. Now if we go to a gray shirt, and gray is something I always recommend when people start talking about dye sub on other colors. Gray is a nice neutral color. You get to keep most of your color balance, but you can tell instantly the difference in the color here. First off, there's no white, because you cannot create white with dye sublimation. Same thing with the color blocks on back. You'll see there's some shift in the colors. Because we removed the white, everything has been tinted. It's printed on a gray base now instead of white. So those colors shift and the colors change. So I'll share the front one more time here, and I'm going to move on to the next color. So this is that exact same image on a pink shirt. You'll see the colors have completely changed now. And when we go to the back of this, it's very different. There's very little contrast on the more pink hues, but the blues are much darker because we're not printing on white. Dye sub is intended to go on white. Can it be done on other colors? Absolutely. But it is somewhat unpredictable. It's not going to look the way you think it's going to. So you're going to want to send in a sample shirt, have us press it and send you a picture if it's going to be on anything other than white. So here's that image on a goldenrod color, like an athletic gold shirt. I think that front image here looks amazing. But when you get to the back, you can start to see some huge color shifts on that color block. Major color shifts there, completely unpredictable color action. And then we get into neons. So I dye sub neons all the time. I highly recommend blacks and dark grays on neon colors. They look great. You can see that same image here. It looks completely different on this neon green. And the color block on back, entirely different. Not what was intended at all. And then when we move into darker shirts, you'll see just how profound and pronounced that color shift is. So this is a red, same image. It's a dark red. There's a lot going on here, but you can't really see it. You've got all the type is good, the black still looks great, but you can't see the color shifts in the picture. And when you get into the color block on back here, all those colors have changed. Nothing resembles what you started with. All you can do is take it darker. This is a great shirt for a black print. We could dye sub black on this all day long. But other colors, I wouldn't recommend it. Same thing when we get into blue. Exact same problem, just a different hue. So with the blue, you see that image, it's very dark, it's not super bright. You can't really make out a lot of detail. And on the back, the same thing happened. Everything went much darker, and now it's all tinted towards blue instead of red. So you can see just the huge color shifts that happen when we dye sub on anything other than a light color garment. To get the widest range of colors, you really want to put this on white. But it can be used successfully on other colors, but you have to plan for it. And notice I didn't even do a black shirt because you wouldn't be able to see it. It would be invisible. It would be a waste of a shirt. There is no way to dye sub on black. So I hope that answers some of your questions. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions.